This was my first mission trip, and I tried very, very hard to get out of going. But God said go, so I went, and I'm very glad that I did. It was a very life-changing, humbling experience, and I can't wait to go back.
This is my 6th mission trip. Going to Guatemala this time was actually my 2nd time going back there. And I have to say, of all the trips I've been on, there's something really special about this team of people. We were able to bond really quickly. I think it was when we went ziplining the first day and kind of conquered some big fears together. Definitely created a team dynamic for us that was very special throughout the week. You always grow closer to the people that you're with on a mission trip, but I really just felt like we had a very special connection and a very good sense of teamwork this week that helped us to even do more than we could have without that sort of a bond.
My first impression of the people in Guatemala was, wow, these people have nothing. But after you get to know them, you quickly find out that they have everything. They don't have modern conveniences, they don't have a lot of stuff like we Americans do, but they have what's important: love, family, and happiness. And it just shines through their smiles. My favorite day of the trip was Wednesday when we went to the Mayan village, and 3 of us got to work in the clinic with the missionary that day. The health care there is just not even close to how it is in America. Just to get basic health care is quite a challenge for these people. They live in miserable conditions. They have no electricity, no running water. They have the highest mortality and malnutrition rates in Guatemala.
The missionary nurse that we went with and worked with that day, her name's Anita. She was actually there the last time I went, and I got to work with her that day as well. It was nice having Anna and Mom with me this time though, and kind of having more of our group work with her as opposed to just being with her by myself. It was neat to share that with other people in the group. And we got to see some prenatal visits that were there that day, some sick little babies who had an infection. One of them was 4 or 5 days old and had an infection pretty bad, and another little one came in predisposed to a lot of broken bones. He had already had one when he was born in his arm, and then he had both bones in the bottom of one of his legs were broken, so he had a little cast on his leg. And when we brought him in that day, just for his weekly visit to change out his cast, we noticed that he wasn't using his right arm, and when we got him out of his mom's little sack, he was screaming inconsolably. It was very sad. The doctor that was there that day really wanted to push it off as a bellyache and give him some gas drops and things, and we really pushed for him to get an x-ray and check out this little guy's arm. And by the time we left, they had taken him to go get x-rays, and Anita, the nurse, had received copies of the x-rays that his arm was in fact broken. So it was nice to feel like while we were there, we got to have a big impact on that baby, to get him help that may have otherwise been overlooked. Like I said at the beginning, I've been on multiple mission trips. This is my 2nd one back to Guatemala. And I can say with certainty that you can go to the same place and you can serve the same people and you can even do the same exact things, but you will not come home the same person. And getting to take people with me this time and watching them experience that for the first time, knowing how that felt the first time I got to experience it, added even another level to the trip, especially seeing my mom and some of the younger girls like Lily and Maddie Toon and Madison, who are around the same age I was the first time I got to go, was really special.
If you ever have the opportunity to go, just go. Go, serve, and love.